What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. So we are about to work on the transmission some more, so yay. Don't worry, I'm not sick of it yet. I've got quite a few things to do. Bought a couple more tools. Bought this lip seal tool, lip seal installer tool, so hopefully I should be able to install the lip seals without tearing them with this thing. And we got the nice assembly lube. And I gotta undo what I did recently. I put the whole assembly front and rear planet center support in here without the snap ring underneath, so that was dumb. So now I gotta pull it back out, put the snap ring in there, and then we'll be ready to do it again and then put the snap ring in. I gotta go watch the video, make sure I know what snap rings I'm doing. I think the thin one goes underneath, and then above is the thick one, and then the beveled one or something like that. Don't listen to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna look it up in the video, and then we're gonna do it over here, and then I'll move on to the next step. I'll show you guys what that ends up being. So here's why I say don't listen to me, because first it goes thin snap ring, I was right, then beveled snap ring, right, and then well then you put the whole center support and planetaries, and then beveled snap ring, and then you put your wavy, and then you put your put a steel, and then I think the clutches start. So I started to soak the clutches. I poured some transmission fluid in my little bin here, soaked these 4 intermediate clutches, and they're just drip drying now. I set up this little drip dry station, so I'm gonna let them drip till they're done, and then I will stack them in here with these steels. I just kind of cleaned them and Scotch-Brighted them. I don't know if they need that. I don't know if that's pointless. Probably wasting my time. But at least I get a little peace of mind. You know I went through them and cleaned them. Make sure there's no lint fibers on them or anything when I'm stacking them in there. And I'm going to just build the intermediates. And then I think this thick snap ring goes after all the intermediate clutches. And then we'll move on to the next part. I think that's installing lip seals in the forward drum and the direct. So we'll see about that. Gonna push those pistons out and see what everything looks like in there, but I'll keep you guys going and trying to use as many special tools as I can. I brought a bunch home from work, so I'm gonna see how that goes too. So making progress every night. As long as we do a little something, should get this done eventually. I don't know, I'm making this like a huge project. I'm milking it, but it's fun. I'll make it come out nice. So this is a prime example of one of those tools that, like, do you need it? Not really. You can see there's like a ridge on this thing right here. It's for aligning the clutches. You could just like do it with a screwdriver, but if you look in there, see how all the clutches are perfectly lined up with each other. Well, rather than do it with a screwdriver, you could stick this tool in there, and it lines all the clutches up for you. And then when you pull it out, they're all aligned. That's one of those special tools that you don't really need, but we had it, so I took it. It made my life easy, so now I'll set it aside. I think this aligns another set of clutches too, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, so there's like a whole booklet here of tools and stuff that I may or may not have. So, part of the fun. So this is kind of one of those special tool having times where I have this special tool, J21362-1, and it's going to be very helpful because it's going to allow me to put this piston in here, hopefully without much trouble. So this guy, he goes in here like this. I've got everything lubed up. The piston itself, I've got the installer lubed up, just everything. And the idea is to get this thing all the way pushed down to the bottom, and you kind of want to twist it, and you want to get your lip seal installer underneath and help to press this whole setup down here and hopefully not roll any seals. So there's no real way to get on this one here that you put in, so you just gotta kind of work around it. But we're gonna try to get my tool under there and see if we can work at it. Okay.
So this right here is essentially the spot where I kind of realized that I had the wrong piston and it was not going down. I kept banging it. It was bottoming out. And I was like, this is not right. There's two and they look very similar and they're supposed to be labeled, but in this kit they weren't. So that's why I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So then I ended up using the other one that looks the same and it went right in. So, you know, good to know.
So I got it in, guys. I don't know. I don't think I showed you yesterday, but I got it in. Walked it around with the lip seal installer tool and just kind of, you know, guided it in, and it worked out. It worked out really well. I think it's going to be good. Hopefully I didn't have any problems. I don't think I cut the seal anywhere. It definitely wasn't easy, but if you twist it as you're going in, you can kind of get it to fall into place. So that's what I did. And it's ready to be fully put back together here. I got our spring and our snap ring that I gotta seat in there. So the way I did it last time was like this, and this one you definitely need to press for. You're not gonna press that down with your hands. Or you can do what I did last night and use this and this and a couple of clamps, which, you know, you're gonna laugh. You're definitely gonna laugh. Just knocked a bunch of stuff over. Ooh, I think I got it, guys. Yep, tried to help it a little bit. Now I got it. Who needs a press, right? So now we are installed there. That's sweet. Make sure our snap ring is seated. It definitely is. Yeah, we're good to go. So now we can try to maybe air check this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into air checking this setup here and see what's involved. But I cleaned it up a lot. It was really grimy. This is all rotted on the outside, so I scotch-brightted the whole thing with some tranny fluid, and it really cleaned up nice. I'm impressed with how much cleaner it looks. It was disgusting. So this is something that I have, not only the seal protector on the outside, but also on the inside. So this piston should hopefully go right in. That's kind of what I'm going to try to do here. Let's see. Alright, hopefully he's going down nice and easy. Twisting. Look at that. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he went right down to the bottom like nothing. So sometimes it pays to have the special tools. This is a piece of cake. I don't know if that fits for this too. If this fits in here too, I'm gonna be really upset. Maybe I'll take it out and do it again. That was crazy. That was too easy. That thing is wow. That's something else. Very cool. So like this is supposed to be kind of hard to do, so I figured I'd film it. But I'm trying to line up the clutches with these teeth, and then I'm trying to line up this roller clutch, or it's like a sprag. It is a sprag in there as well. So you got to try to line up the sprag first. I think the best way to do that is to go counterclockwise. And you want to engage that. But we also want to catch in the clutches here and run it down. I think I got it. Maybe it's not fully seated. It's definitely in the sprag. No way I got all three. I guess you'll know if you take it out and they're lined up, right? Yeah, I only had 2 of them, I think, maybe. Oh, now I think we're all the way in. Oh! Now I think we're in. I think I was only in 1 before. Okay, sweet. So we're in. So locks to the clock. And, actually, I think that was when I was the other way. This one locks when you go to the right. Yeah, locks to the clock and spins the other way. So what I have right here is another crossroad where I can either use the correct tool or I can not use the correct tool and hack it like the guy in the video. Although I'm not really a big fan of hacking it when it comes to important stuff like these sealing rings. Well, these are the Teflon rings here. These have to seal. And wherever this shaft goes, which I think this one probably seals on the forward drum here, that's what the guy on the internet uses to size it. He puts it on there and then he jams it in here to size it. But I actually have some of the proper tools. So this is actually the installer right here that you put, you know, obviously it'll be standing up, but you put this over here and you screw this thing down to where it gets to basically the right height here. And you'll just take that seal, put it here, and then you use this thing on top, and they call it a pusher, and it'll push the seal right into the groove. And after you've done that, then you take your sizer and you'll stick it this way first, which will get it roughly sized, and then you stick it this way, which will tighten it even more. And it'll basically, you stretch the seal and then you unstretch the seal back in its little area here, and you'll put it in there right before you're about to put the trans together too, to size it and make sure everything goes in smoothly. But the way he does it, he just jams it in the drum here, which I guess is probably fine. It works for him, but for me, I feel like this is foolproof. This is the way GM intended for you to do it, so it's probably better. I don't have the seal installer for this side. It's a big long one. I gotta see if I can find it. Otherwise, I'll have to obtain that because I don't really want to hack this seal all the way down here and potentially damage this seal. And I only got these 2 in the kit, so I'd have to buy another one. And you don't really know if you nicked it or something like that until you have some kind of fluid leak and something burns. So I'd rather just do it the right way. So I got... You think I should lube this up or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Alright. You got Dad on the camera here. Gonna give me some professional trans building tips and tricks.
Not really, you're on your own here. You're doing great.
Yeah, so, you know, when in doubt, use more lube. That's what I always say. So we're gonna have...
Can't hurt.
That guy's all lubed up. I want to clean this installer really quick because all this stuff's got like shop grime on it.
Wish I can zoom.
Sits on the floor. You can zoom. There's a little zoom rocker up here.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah, that one. There's also one on the tripod, but I won't make you go crazy. Yeah, he's gonna. Don't over zoom it. And the zooming's really loud too. They can hear the zooming really loud.
Sorry.
It's all good. All right, I'm gonna stand this thing up.
Yep. Okay, put that on there.
So this is our guy.
And you just adjust the top.
Yeah.
Right where his fingers are. You adjust that. And you go all the way to the first slot.
We're adjusted perfectly, I think.
Oh yeah, you are. Right there.
And so we're gonna take our first seal, put it on.
You need to use the pusher, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. You could use your fingers,
Yep.
but I'm gonna use the pusher. And you just...
And you can't over push it too.
Well, you gotta push till it gets on, right?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm saying sometimes, yeah, so when you do that, you over push it.
That's okay.
That's exactly what I meant.
That's alright. Well, It's hard. It's a bad angle for me. I'm trying to duck down.
I know.
So we're gonna try to.
It's okay. That's what sometimes.
It's nice and big now, so we're gonna have to.
You're gonna hand size it right
hand
now.
size it back in.
Yep, absolutely.
You're just kind of pushing it in with your fingers.
All the way around with
I
your
guess we
fingers.
probably stretched it similar to the amount that he stretched it.
Exactly.
Even though he used a pick on it.
He used a pick and not a straight tool. So.
Yeah, I mean we're sure. I mean I'm not sure not to nick it. Even though I went too far.
The whole part is not to nick it.
Even though I went too far.
Yeah.
So now we'll try to hit this guy with our sizer.
Sizer action.
We fit that first side over right there, which is good. So now we'll let him hang out on there for a minute. Okay, starting to look a little better.
Let
me hit the
camera view here. Let's see here.
Oh, I can't believe that's standing up. Don't knock it. You gotta zoom out. You're zoomed in too far. That's why.
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm interested to see how this footage looks. I'm not sure on it. What's your confidence level? What's your cameraman skills?
3.
A 3? Oh boy. Alright, so I lubed this thing up. And we got the nice small side of the sizer on there. So we'll give this a second to chill. And then we can go ahead and install our other one on top. But I think you guys get the idea.
There's a certain amount of minutes you're supposed to leave it on.
I think it's 60 seconds. I don't know. That's on the 6080. I was watching a video, GM training stuff, but it's, I don't know. You know, we're not going for that long. I'd like to stick it back in right before we assemble it.
Before assembly,
and we'll be all set. But that's nice. That's sized pretty well. It's still a little bit big, but we'll size it back down once we go to put it in. So I think that's going to seal nicely.
Absolutely.
We're going to do our secondary guy here. And we have our secondary station here.
Yeah, you'll just dial it in there.
We got them dialed in. Put this on here. I'm going to get a little lube going on here. Hopefully this shaft doesn't fall over on me. Oops.
Yeah, and just dial it into the second groove.
It does help to use the pusher, I will say.
I know, but sometimes, like I said, sometimes you.
I'm gonna try not to.
I always do because it's so hard, and then you over push.
And then it gets so easy right at the end.
Yeah, but then you have to grab it right away to reseat it.
I think I did a little better on that one.
You got that one good. Yeah,
that was a little better.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and now that thing's stretched so big, it wants to come out. So that's crazy.
Yep, it always does. You have a hand. Yeah.
Hand size it. Yeah. So I'm just pushing all the way around. Look at that. I can pretty much surround it with all my fingers and push in.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if we can get this guy on there.
Now you can do the sizer.
Yep. Nice, and he's on.
Nice and easy though.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, you already got him on?
Yeah. This is a piece of cake. When you have the special tools, guys, it's too easy. It's like anybody could do it. Dummies. Building transmissions for dummies, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. Now I got the other side on there, and we're looking good. We're
take a look
sizing
at those 2 seals all sized up.
Let me put it on here. Let's size it for. We'll give it a brief amount of time here.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see. All right, let's pull it off. We'll take a look.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Nice, right?
That's perfect.
It looks good.
Yep.
Sweet.
Nice and uniform all the way around.
Much better than
no nicks.
Much better than the old ones.
Yep. Look how beautiful those are. I'm not
they're all like, they're all glazed and everything. No, it looks good. That's perfect camera work right there. Wonderful. Alrighty.
Awesome.
Looks good.
I'm gonna pause now.
Yeah, right on top. Alright guys, so some time has passed. I've done a few things since then. I put the sealing rings on the pump here, and I also put this low and reverse. I think that's the low and reverse housing together with all the clutches in there, and then the shaft there. I put the sealing rings on there, and I put these on too. I ended up having to do a little bit of a trick there where we ruined one of these special tools by slicing it. Oh, what happened to that one? Oh, it's right here. We sliced it all the way up. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you definitely can. See how it's all cut all the way up there? So we sliced it, and that allowed it to basically go further down here and stretch it more, because what kept happening was I would try to put it on and it would like bend the seal. You can see this one is like the edge on it is not super straight. I don't know, hard to tell. When it was on there, you could tell that it was tapered. See, like the left side is higher than the right side to me. It looks like I basically tapered it, and so it kind of messed it up. So I decided I didn't like it, so we had to keep redoing it. Luckily, we had some spares. The kit only comes with 2, so just know if this is your first time, you might want to get some extra sealing rings. Anyway, yeah, that's that. So we're gonna just move on to the next step here. So I actually built the direct inside the trans. You basically drop the direct down in there, and it'll situate itself into all those clutches. So I'm going to use the clutch alignment tool, or like a screwdriver, and you line it up, get it down to the bottom, and then he says when you apply your second clutch, which he doesn't show what that is. He doesn't show what that is, and I don't really remember, but I think it's probably this. He says when you apply this, the drum shouldn't move in there, and it doesn't, it just applies. So I keep doing that to tell myself that it's fine, because I don't really know what I'm doing, but that works. So I put it in there, and now we're gonna go ahead and install some other parts. I think the forward drum goes in there now, so try to situate those direct clutches a little bit and then send the forward drum in there, and we'll just keep going with it. Alright guys, so more parts are disappearing from the bench. I got a bunch of stuff going on here. Put new O-rings on the pump bolts. Next process is going to be valve body. I don't know if I'm going to get into that tonight. The pump still is not ready to go in yet. I have to get the sealing, the proper ring. I brought the wrong ring home from work to align the pump, so I'll figure that out. But then I went ahead and installed, like I said, the direct, the clutches, and then I put in basically everything else. I don't know, it's all in there now. So I got the pump gasket on there all the way around, and it's all hit with the blue lubricant stuff to help keep it in place. So we're ready to go. I just gotta size these sealing rings here before we put the pump in as soon as it's all aligned, and then we'll be able to drop it in the slot and bolt it in, and this side will be ready. We'll put the turbine shaft seal on there, we'll be all set and be putting the valve body stuff in. So this transmission is getting built. I don't know when he torques the this is the overdrive assembly through bolt, the fluid supply bolt. So if I blow a little air in there, it should. Let's see. I haven't tried that yet. Let's see if it applies that clutch. Oh yeah, look at that. That's sweet. Cool. I love doing that. Anyway, that's that. Seems like it works good, so that's cool. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight probably, and yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the process, and it's pretty fun. I like it. Alright, stay tuned. Alright everybody, so I think I'm gonna take this video and just be done, because I need to put out a video anyway, and I've done plenty of stuff I think that I've shown you. So all I have left to do tonight, I brought home hopefully the proper tool here. I'll put the pump together, and then I'm gonna start with the valve body. So that'll probably be the next video. Sorry this is all I'm doing right now, but I'm just trying to get this bus out of this driveway, or at least mobile. You know, maybe you have another project that I can do instead. I told some guy that I was gonna buy a Civic today, like his old. All right, you guys don't want to know about this, but it was like an old 2000 or 2001 or something Civic, probably just a D series. I didn't even look under the hood, but apparently it has a bad clutch, so he couldn't even drive it. Like the clutch blew in the intersection, like he couldn't even drive it anymore. So somebody at the shop pushed it in. It's been sitting on our lot, so I went over there. He's like a really old guy, and he was really nice, but couldn't really understand him that well. But offered him some money for it, because kind of need a daily, and they stick shift old Civic. It'd be a sweet daily. I love it. So I don't know. maybe something cool. But yeah, just looking into that. If I could land it for cheap, that'd be a good deal, I think. Even just to flip or make more content for you guys. I know you guys love Honda stuff, so I could do some more Honda stuff. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that pans out. But that's it for this transmission this time. And stick around to see the rest of the rebuild. I think it's going pretty well. I think it's going to move when we're all said and done. I think the bus will move as long as I can get the engine to run. I'm probably going to prep that soon too. It's getting pretty cold, so I'd like to move this thing before winter sets in. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.